Hey everybody, it's Drew with Como Comic Books. Thanks for joining us here on our YouTube channel. Today's video, by popular demand, is another top 10 comics to invest in list. In this video, we're going to give you our current list of the top 10 comics for a $20 budget. Welcome back. If we're just meeting, my name is Drew Stewart. I'm the owner of Como Comic Books. We are a Columbia, Missouri-based comic book vendor that specializes in Silver Age and Bronze comics. You can find us at comic shows and comic conventions all around the area. Off the success of our recent top 10 comics to invest in on a $100 budget video, if you haven't seen that video, we'll link to it in the cards. But based off the success of that video, we're putting out a brand new list of top 10 comics to invest in, this time on a $20 budget. In the current environment, not everybody has $100 laying around to invest in a comic, and I get there may be some people that don't have $20 to invest right now. But for those of you who do have a little bit of extra money laying around, this $20 list is going to be full of books that are accessible, should be fairly easy to find. There are going to be some fun things that you can add to your collection. The good thing about this list is there's a little bit of something for everybody in this list. We've got older comics, we've got newer comics, we've got Marvel, we've got DC, we've got Image. This list was derived by doing a little bit of market research, checking current values, and just paying attention to some general trends that are going on. Books that are popular, things we're asked about at shows, things we see online, just general books that seem to be driving in the market right now. Go through that process, crunch all that data, and these are the top 10 books that if I were a comic shopper or if I had somebody at my booth at a show, this would be the short list of books I would say, if you've got $20 to burn, this is where I would put it. The first book on our top 10 comics for a $20 budget is a book I've been a huge fan of for a long time, and that is X-Men #4. This is from the 1991 Jim Lee, Chris Claremont series, and X-Men #4 is the first appearance of Omega Red. If you're around my age and you grew up with the X-Men cartoon, Omega Red was one of those great villains that really resonated with me. And little did I know at the time that Omega Red was a fairly new character at that point, having only debuted a few years prior in this issue of X-Men. X-Men #4 was published in January of 1992. The next book on our list is Amazing Spider-Man 344. All things Carnage are hot right now. We know that Carnage is going to be featured in the next Venom movie that's coming up. This issue is a lot more accessible than Carnage's first appearance in Amazing Spider-Man 361. In issue 344, we have the first appearance of Cletus Cassidy, which later goes on to bond with the Carnage symbiote and become the Madman we all know and love. This issue came out in February of 1991, and it is in our second spot in the top 10 comics for a $20 budget. And the number 3 spot on our list is Justice League Dark #1. This is the new 52 version, and what I think most of us presume is going to be the version of the team that's going to be featured in the upcoming TV show. This iteration of Justice League Dark features Hellblazer, Zatanna, Shade the Changing Man, Madame Xanadu, and Deadman. Coming out of the new 52 in late 2011, this issue should be rather plentiful. At $20 or under, it's going to be a good investment. In the number 4 spot is Daredevil 270. This is an issue that took me a long time to track down. I have bought countless collections of Daredevil, and it never seems to fail that 270 is an issue that was almost never in that run. I finally was able to track one down, but it took a bit of effort. Issue 270 of Daredevil is the first appearance of Blackheart. There's a lot of interest in the Son of Satan right now, Mephisto, all these more gothic aligned Marvel characters, and Blackheart is a big part of that whole element of the Marvel universe. You saw this character portrayed in one of the Ghost Rider movies with Nick Cage. Daredevil 270 is cover dated for September of 1987. Next on our list is Amazing Spider-Man 265. This is a book that saw a lot of interest last summer. The value really shot up, and now it's coming back down, and I think it's a good time to get into this book. It's the first appearance of the Silver Sable. Chances are, as Marvel continues to develop female characters, sooner or later they're going to get around to Silver Sable, and this book was selling north of $50 within the last 12 months. Amazing Spider-Man 265 is cover dated June, and not just any copy of Ultimate Fallout 4, the second printing spoiler variant, which shows the new Spider-Man unmasked as Miles Morales. The cool thing about this book, it's got a fairly low print run, and while I think it's also worthwhile investing in the first print, the second print that actually shows Miles in the costume on the cover, I think is also a safe bet in the long run. The Miles character is extremely popular. You saw him featured in the Into the Spider-Verse movie, and I think that is going to be a trend that's going to continue. So right now, I think this is a really good time to get into that book. The fact that there is a low print run with this book, a lot of demand around the character, I think it's a pretty safe bet. Number 7 on our list is Wolverine 10. This is a classic Wolverine versus Sabretooth battle. It's got a great cover on it. Wolverine continues to be one of the most popular characters in all of comics. Also features the first appearance of a supporting character that's important in Wolverine's history, the Silver Fox. At $20, this book is a no-brainer. If you don't have one, go ahead and pick it up and get it in your collection now. Number 8 on our list, House of Mystery 290. This is the first appearance of I, Vampire. With Justice League Dark, the darker side of the DC universe being developed, it's a reasonable assumption to make that some of the characters that operate alongside the Justice League Dark in that element of the DC universe will eventually pop up in this show. I think there's a high likelihood that I, Vampire is one of these characters, and for that reason, for a $20 investment, if you're chasing first appearances, I think this book could be a fairly safe bet. Number 9 on our list, it is one of the 90s blue chips. It's one of those books that almost everybody has in their collection, and the people who don't have it are chasing it, and that book is Spawn number 1. Spawn 1 came out in May of 1992. It's the first appearance of Spawn, Malbolgia, Al Simmons, Wanda. A lot of the Spawn characters first appear in Spawn 1. It's a classic Todd McFarlane cover. It's the first Image book a lot of us ever bought, and right now with prices coming down a little bit, I would not hesitate to pick up a Spawn number 1. Number 9 on our list, Spawn number 1. The last issue on our list is Detective Comics 583. This issue came out in February of 1988, and it features the first appearance of Scarface and the Ventriloquist. If you're a Batman fan like I am, there's not a lot of Rogues Gallery members' first appearances that are affordable, let alone that you can pick up for $20. Batman is one of those characters that's just eternal. He's remained popular over all these years. The fan base continues to grow, and anytime you can pick up a copy of a Rogues Gallery member's first appearance for $20, I say do it. So Detective Comics 583, pick it up. If you enjoyed today's video, hit like, share, and leave us a comment below.